Mr. Rehmani, how do you view these developments that have taken place? A lot of right-wing Hindu outfits would say that a certain part of the community, not all is what Ms. Bhatt is saying, a certain part of the community has invited it on them by misbehaving in Garba venues. That's what the argument is.
You see, for my opinion, this Garba issue is less a social issue and more a political issue. Such kind of things are more productive in the political arena by the bifurcation of society or the polarization of society. I remember very well that during the years 1992 to 97, I was the organizer of the whole Holi festival, right from the Holi Ka Dahan to the playing of colors next day. And then the Diwali festival, and in reciprocation, the whole Hindu society used to come forward to celebrate Eid with me. So this is what the Indian society is, and we continue this society. This is a very temporary phase that some radical organization want to divide the society on the communal life. I don't mean that the people, that the Muslim youth shall go to the Garba. If the situation is tense, they must not go there. It's very clear. But I remember 2001 also, when there was an earthquake in Gujarat. I was there for 15 days, sleeping in one Maruti van, that Maruti van car. 5 people, 5 Muslims were sleeping 15 days in a Maruti van car and providing relief, whatever we could do. That is what the Indian culture is, and we want to adhere to this culture. We don't want to see Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Jain, Brahmin, etc. when we are under distress or when we are celebrating our festival. Be it the Eid or Holi or Diwali, it's a 1,000-year-old tradition to celebrate our celebrations jointly, and when there is a mishappening or there is a distress condition in the country, be it the earthquakes or the floods or the corona or whatever it is, we have faced everything jointly, and we have celebrate the things jointly, and we wish to continue
Mr. Rehmani,
this kind of social
stay with
attitude.
me. You know, I want to bring in Dr. Geeta Bhatt back into this conversation, because clearly there is a sect, and Dr. Geeta Bhatt does represent that sect, which is not small, sizable in number. The fringe is no longer the fringe, it is mainstream, and that's a communication channel which needs to be open. Therefore, Ms. Bhatt, I would want to ask you a question. You know, when the national games took place in Gujarat, there were a Garba night which was organized, there was a Dandiya night that was organized, there were Muslim athletes which were invited as well, no? That's okay, but Muslim men otherwise coming in is not okay. Is it just where Muslim men are concerned, or is it now to all faiths? Because it clearly seems to be an agenda which is primarily dedicated to Muslim men not allowed. It doesn't talk about Christian men, it doesn't talk about Sikh men.
Well, Preeti, I don't know. I think first of all, I mean, if you are trying to say that I am representing the fringe element, then I would like to say that...
Madam, I'm saying fringe is mainstream right now.
What fringe is?
Madam, fringe is mainstream. I'm saying it.
I'm so sorry. What you are trying to say is, I mean, how do you define fringe? First of all, the question.
I'm not defining fringe. I'm saying it's mainstream. Dr. Bhatt, I don't think you heard me out. I'm saying there is no fringe. The fringe is as mainstream as it comes, which is represented by a sizable chunk. You represent not the fringe, you're mainstream.